Hello, I'm Ingrid Hawkins, and I am the owner, creator, founder, head person of Passport and Wine Bottles. And I just wanted to do a little demonstration video. I did it once on Facebook Live, and it actually went very well. So I figured, let me go ahead and make a video um, doing this demonstration just so I would have it for my own files. So the demonstration is going to be using a waiter's corkscrew versus the little flyaway corkscrew. Both are fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I tend to break these, so I kind of like to use the waiter's corkscrew. Um, and I actually have several of them. They're good because they're portable. You can drop it in your purse, drop it in your luggage. Although I would recommend that you definitely drop it in your luggage when you're going through security when you're traveling because they will be confiscated. Ask me how I know. Yeah, I had one taken. Luckily, it wasn't one of my favorites. It was just one of one of the generic ones that I don't even know where I got it from. Um, but these are the great thing about these is, like I said, they're portable and you can easily just it's easy to carry around. That's the main thing to me, and it's actually not that hard to use. Um, and then the other thing that I have, which is actually good too, um, it's called a what's it called? Cork pops. I don't know if that's backwards or not, but sorry if it is. But this is really, really cool. This one doesn't have any more air in it, but I can explain to you how it works. Um, this is what happens is there's a like a very, very sharp needle like piece to it. Stick that into the cork, and then you push this down, and it actually injects air into the bottle so that the cork pops out, and it takes like seconds. Like I said, this is actually empty, so I can't really demonstrate it, but this is, you just remove it, replace it. I just haven't gotten around to replacing it just yet. But yeah, and this one, I wouldn't travel with it. Just something, it's more, honestly, it's kind of a novelty. It's, show and tell when you're have people over and you want to, show them something quick and, easy and, awe-inspiring. It will definitely get them going, wow, oh, cool, wow, so it's one of those type things. Um, but if I still had some air in the container, I'd use it because it is quick. It's very quick. But anyway, so just wanted to kind of explain the waiter's corkscrew. This is actually my favorite. Um, and well, let me show you on this one first. On another one first. Yeah, this is a good one. I acquired this one from. Shh! Don't tell them. Anyway, I was just shocked that they had one in the room, so I was like, "Hey, nice." But waiter's corkscrews, they actually have like a little um, paper cutter that you use to cut the paper from around the wine bottle. I definitely like to cut the paper from the wine bottle. I don't like it when, you just put the corkscrew in with the paper still on because the paper, sometimes it's metallic and it gets in the bottle sometimes, and you don't want that. Or it gets in your wine when you're pouring. So I always like to take the top of the paper off so I can get a clear view of the cork. And then also you kind of, if it's a cork, meaning it's not rubber or some other material other than cork, you can actually take a look at it and make sure the cork is okay. Because there are bad corks out there, and sometimes you can look at them and see if they're bad. But just to let me explain a little bit what everything is. Like I said, this is the paper cutter, goes around to help you cut the paper from around the bottom. And then you have, of course, the cork, the screw part, and then there's even a little bottle opener piece right here too, if you have, beer that you want to open. And what I like about this waiter's corkscrew, and they are created differently. This one is double hinged, meaning there's a hinge right here, that hinge, and then there's also, this one's a little tight, but there's a hinge right here, and it actually has two different levels, and that helps you get the cork out. Most people don't realize that. So if you're ever going to buy a waiter's corkscrew or acquire one, make sure it has two different levels here, double hinged and or two different levels, and I'll show you how that works, or I'll try to show you. It's going to be kind of difficult because I have my table is kind of high and you won't be able to see, but I'll give it my best shot. So yeah, double hinged corkscrew, waiter's corkscrew with two levels that helps make this easy to use. So anyway, that's just to give you an idea of the different how it operates. But my favorite one is this one that I actually picked up in Spain at a winery in Palma de Mallorca, Spain. And I like it because, like I said, it looks like this is actually what a single hinged would look like. Single hinged, meaning there's nothing else bending here, but this has a little hidden component to it. You can make it so that it has two levels, right here and right here at the bottom. On my thumb here. There's a little piece that you push in to create that second level. And that's helpful, depending on how far you put the corkscrew into the cork. So, with that being said, like I said, this is what a normal single hinge would look like. Don't buy that if you've never used one. If you're skilled, in using these, fine, just buy one. But if you're just starting out, you're just practicing or what have you, don't get a single hinge. Make sure it has double hinge. And honestly, they might be a little more expensive than a single hinge, but it's worth it. Okay, so let's see, what are we drinking today? I actually have, and I apologize if these are backwards. I don't know. I think the words are probably backwards because I'm filming this in selfie mode. But this is a bottle of wine from Greece that I picked up in the airport because I had an extra bottle of wine carrier. So I was like, let's put it in there. I don't know what it is. I just know it's white. I just stuck it in the freezer for a couple of minutes so that it would be chilled for me. Yeah, I'm not sure. It just says white dry wine. So didn't really read through it too well when I bought it. I don't think I had enough time either. Yeah, and most of it's in Greek too. So, it actually tells you aromas of white flesh and citrus fruits, balanced and fruity aftertaste. Eat with seafood, seasonal salad, cheese. And then it says serving tip between 8 and 10 degrees Celsius. And I don't know how to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit in my head, so hopefully this is cold enough. I only kept it in the freezer for like maybe 30 minutes. So that's cold enough for me anyway. Okay, so here we go. Let's make sure this is all lined up here. Now, I know I mentioned that this has a paper cutter on it, but I'm going to cheat. I actually have this little paper cutter here that, you use both your hands and all your fingers, rather, not just, one little blade. And it's you put the top of the wine bottle in there and it cuts it all around. So I'm going to use that. And actually, I don't even need to use that with this bottle I'm looking at. This bottle actually has a little tab where you can just pull the top off, paper off. So that's even better. I didn't realize that. So, wow. There you go. And voila. And then there's a little strip over it. And you see this a lot in other countries. And I think it's just like having the FDA stamp food here. It's kind of like showing that the wine has gone through the proper certifications or what have you. And it has some words on it that I cannot read. But anyway, it's just paper. We can go ahead and take that off. And wow, this is a different type of cork. I've never seen anything like this before. Or I didn't pay attention rather. So yeah. It looks like there might be a covering over it. I don't know. Like a rubber covering. Or maybe the cork is rubber. I don't know. We will find out in just a second. So, okay, now that I have the paper off the top, I'm going to use my favorite waiter's corkscrew. And I always try to put it a little, let's see, let me get it in here first. A little off center. Because when you turn it, and I turn the bottle, especially since this table is a little high, but you can turn the corkscrew too. So I have it, can you see that? I have it kind of in the middle, and I just turn. It's not going here straight, but hopefully this works. Okay. And then, this is when the little lever that I was talking about, that you just push, you can actually put that down on the lip of the bottle. And I'm going to have to sit this on the table to do it because I can't hold it and pull it at the same time. But here we go. I've put the little lip that I'm pressing out. I don't know if you can see that. There. It's on the lip of the bottle. So that's my first lever. And let's see here. There you go. So the cork is not quite half out, but it's a good portion of it is out. So then you just take the second level, the bottom level or the top, or the bottom level, the first level, depends on your perspective, and put that on the lip of the bottle. And then I just like to brace it and pull the cork straight out. Voila. Yay. And this is actually a rubber cork. And it says, sometimes it'll tell you on here, but 100% recyclable. It's rubber. It's not cork. So that also makes it a little easier to get in and out too. And I'll be able to stick this back in the bottle if I wanted to, because it is rubber. So that's it. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use a waiter's corkscrew, and we will see how good this wine is from Greece. Cheers.